What's going on, YouTube traders, investors? Today is the week 17 video for the $100 a week investing challenge on the Robinhood app. And today we sold a share of a stock in the portfolio and we added to a newer position in the portfolio. So let's get into it. Before we get in the video, there's gonna be a link in the description below for Robinhood. If you use that link to sign up, you get a free stock, I get a free stock, it's all good. And you stand a chance to get a stock like Slack, Uber, Beyond Meat, Energy Transfer, Snap, SunPower, and many more. The best part about it, you don't pay a dime to buy or sell stocks. Options are also included. Please use that link in the description below, it'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance. Okay, here we are on the homepage of the Robinhood web platform. This is going to be a pretty quick video. We're just going to update what we did this week with the $100. We'll go ahead and start with what we sold. We sold a share of Altria just because I wanted to get the equity value down a little bit compared to everything else in the portfolio. I want to keep everything for right now at about $300 per position, which is about 15-16% of the portfolio. So we sold a share of Altria, and we'll go back to the homepage. We bought 8 more shares of Luckin Coffee, and this particular stock, we got an average cost of $19.28. Once again, I should have waited one day and I could have got that cost down more, but at this point, I'm just building the position. I don't mind it going down, and I'll probably scoop up some more. You know, a lot of people, oh, I'm losing money, I just got in the position, I'm losing. No, if you believe in that position, you want that stock to go down so you can add more to it. If you believe in the long run, this stock is headed up, then you want it to go down, especially initially when you get into the stock, so you can add more and dollar cost average down. So that's exactly what it did, and probably next week we'll add some more to it. That's pretty much it for what we updated, what we bought. So we'll go back to the homepage and just look at how we're doing this week. So today we are up a little under 1%, $12.90. For the week, we're up 2.32%. And for the month, we're up a little over 1%. So, but let's jump into what the positions are actually doing this week. NRZ, for the portfolio, we have 21 shares. The total return is a little over 0.5%, which this stock dipped again. Let me tell a little bit about NRZ. NRZ, I saw this dip coming. If you follow charts and technicals and stuff like this thing slammed. It was coming up and ran slap into the 200-day moving average. So of course you're going to get a pullback. It's typically just doesn't go right through the 200-day moving average. So that's what happened. It hit the 200-day, got rejected, and now is on its way back up to challenge that 200-day again. The next stock in the portfolio is going to be Sunrun, ticker symbol RUN. And this position we've been in for a while. Got an average cost of $17.41, 20 shares. We're down a little under 4% right now, $12.47. This stock has been hanging out since it hit that $20 a couple months ago. Since it was over $20. Since it hit that, let's look, 3-month chart. $20.76, came up, hit it again. So there's some resistance at around $20, close to $20, $21. It got rejected, came back down. Right now it's in a consolidation phase. And depending on what this crazy market does, I'm in this stock for the long, and it's where we're trending. I don't know how many times I can say that. Solar power, especially in residential homes. So, I mean, I work for the government. I see they're putting solar panels on everything. So it is what it is. This is a trend. I'm sticking with it. Got a bunch of consolidation. It's going to make a move higher. And the next stock is going to be VICI Properties, ticker symbol VICI. This is one I've been in for a while. It's a REIT, an experimental REIT. The biggest thing about VICI is they own properties like resorts and gambling properties. And this is, like I said, an experimental REIT that I believe could take off. It pays over a 5% dividend yield. So it's truly undervalued. And what VICI's been doing since I got into it, it dropped down to a low of 20. We'll look at my particulars. I have an average cost of 22.01. The stock is sitting at 23.03. I'm up a little under 5%. And this stock it hit the low of 20 probably a couple months ago and has steadily been climbing up. We can show you on this 3-month chart. Hit that low of around 20 and has steadily climbed up. Now it's met some resistance at about $23. It got rejected, came back down, and we're back up at around that $23 range. We just got to see if we can push through it. We could break through. This will be the second attempt. So hopefully we don't get rejected, go back down, and have to try again. So that's VICI, experimental REIT, 5% dividend yield. You can't beat it. And the next one in the portfolio is going to be Advanced Micro Devices, ticker symbol AMD, technology stock. It's in the semiconductor sector. It hasn't really been performing the way that I thought it would. But you got to give stocks time. And I'm going to give this one some time. I believe in AMD. They are definitely taking market share from the other two. When I say other two, I mean Intel and Nvidia. I mean, they're starting to have to lower their prices to compete with AMD, which I don't know if that's such a good thing or not for AMD. Only time will tell. But I know there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that the majority of people don't see, like Google and Microsoft buying AMD processors for their cloud servers and stuff like that. So just because you see Nvidia coming out with a low-end graphics card, you think that's going to hurt AMD? No, you got to look at the behind the scenes activities that are going on. AMD is taking market share from Intel and Nvidia. And we're going to look at the past 3 months. After hitting that high of around $35 in the beginning of August, it's kind of went just sideways to a little bit down. Now, AMD does have earnings October 23rd, and I believe it is after the market closes. Yeah, after hours. So we'll go ahead and look at my particulars. I got an average cost of $30.18 per share. I got 10 shares. This is my laggard. I'm down almost 6% in this position. We'll have to wait and see what happens on earnings. But AMD, if you look at their 5-year chart, I mean, it's a beast when it comes to the chart. Yeah, we're taking a little bit of a dip right now, but I believe they're going to continue to take market share from the other two that I mentioned earlier. And before you know it, they will be a major player in the CPU and GPU fields. Okay, here we are on the last stock in the portfolio. It's going to be Altria, ticker symbol MO. And we'll go ahead and run over the particulars, even though we've briefly hit on this. I got 7 shares, average cost $43.65. We're sitting at $43.02 right now, down a little over 1% in this particular stock. Was down way more off that negative news about vaping. But as you can see, the stock is steadily rising. This is the week chart. The month chart, we hit that low right around in here, but it started rising off the news of them releasing IQOS in the United States. IQOS has already been released over in Europe. They're just releasing it in the United States, and it is a non-combustible smoking device. It's actually tobacco that heats up, and they smoke the vapors from the heated up tobacco, but there's no combustion. So that is what's driving Altria up right now. And the big thing about Altria, they have over I want to say it's either a 7 or 8% dividend yield. The way the stock's rising, the dividend yield's probably coming down a little bit, but it is a stock that pays you to invest in it. So check it out. I did a closer look video. I'll probably put a card somewhere in here, but that's pretty much going to wrap up this update video for the week 17 $100 a week investing challenge on the Robinhood app. So if you like the content, subscribe, smash that like button. Also hit that bell for future notifications, and I will see you in the future. Thank you for watching.